The Italians love their cars and they love their racing. And of course, they love it here at Monza. Home race for Ferrari, of course, who've had 18 wins here since 1950. But you know, there's not been so much luck for the locals in the cockpit recently. The last Italian driver to win this race was back in 1966. So what now? I think it's time to make some more history here today. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Now I want to ask you about Carlos Sainz. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be, it's about effective damage limitation.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. It's Haas in pole position then, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Raikkonen, Esteban Ocon, and Hamilton, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Sirotkin and Charles Leclerc, Hartley, Bottas, Marcus Ericsson and Stroll, Ricciardo, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen. Van Dorn and Carlos Sainz starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
You've done well to put it on pole, but we've still got work to do. Trying to cover the inside line off the start. Nice start. Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the softs. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Confirmed. We're leading our teammate by 5.5 seconds. In this lap, push now. This lap, please. Release. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. Is in for his stop. movement is 1.6 seconds. Some information on Ocon. They seem to have an issue. Has come in. They're now on the soft tyre, softs on the car behind. Gap to leader, 8.5 seconds. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Nice move. Good job. The gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Behind is 1.5 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Great drive. We're really happy with that performance.
Brilliant stuff from Haas today. What a superb victory. Tell me, Haas, what was the key to this success?
Well, when you overtake that many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today, and the team will be pleased that they didn't cook the engine, given how long they were spending in the hot air behind other cars. They had a lot of confidence to push their tyres hard as well, especially going into the corners, which allowed for some late braking and some exciting passes.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be Haas picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for coming out on top in that amazing Grand Prix. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Kevin Magnussen, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, you put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
On to the constructors then, and it's total victory for the Haas team as they become the World Constructors Champions. They haven't been in this sport long, but my goodness have they left an impression. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? Everything went your way today. It looked like you had a really good strategy for the race. You had a close battle today, didn't you? There was quite a lot of contact today, wasn't there? Great! Well, that's everything.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
Shut up, that's not true.
You hit your last team goal. Well done. That should get the team a nice boost to their development, and it won't hurt when it comes to your next contract review either.